hello, good evening. How goes it? How are you, Ark? How's it going? Happy, what's today? Sunday? Happy Sunday? Saturday? Alright, hang out with my friend tomorrow, so it feels like my time is off. Alright. Time to set up. Okay. Continue. Our story so far. Look at Luke in the bus, isn't he cute? Standing at the gate into Chinatown, the professor spots two family henchmen. This sighting sparks new questions that can only be answered by Inspector Chelmy. Is that right? Only by Inspector Chelmy? Aided by future Luke, Layton and Luke look for a way to return to the present and meet with Chelmy. Alright, that's where we're going. Back to the present. Oh yeah, we recruited Matcha. Look, he's on the top screen here. And we can make him work. Well, we only have one level done, right? Wait, didn't we already do this? I thought we did this already. British Sora, yes. With the aid of British Sora, we will go back to the present. Didn't we do this? Oh no. Didn't we do this already? Look at him go. He's working very hard. Matcha, the real Matcha would definitely drop the apple. NC, hello, how goes it? It's almost spooky day, it is. It's, spooky days upon us. Spooky days upon us. That's Tuesday, isn't it? Need to get used to typing on a keyboard. Oh yeah, are you on your laptop? Are you watching from your laptop this time? Wow, great work, Matcha. You got that apple to me in no time. Wow, great, wow, great. Is that... I guess I'm assuming we unlock more levels maybe with Matcha. It's good, had a nice Saturday chilling, that's good. Oh wait, do we get more picture book stuff? Yep, you're on your laptop. Exciting. Matcha's in this game. Yeah, Matcha's here. What stickers do we have? We have the man, this coffee and the other coffee. Or tea? Perhaps tea? Maybe Don Paulo can be the manager. I work in a little cafe. One day the man in charge stepped out, leaving me to run the shop. Before stepping out the door, the man said to me, "I'm relying on you today. I'll be back as soon as I can." We'll come back to this though. I think we need more stickers. How are you, Kiku? I'm good. Saturday. We celebrated... My mom's birthday was yesterday, so we celebrated today. We had like pie. We had like pumpkin pie. Oh no, I hit the instructions. We had pumpkin pie. Oh, that was good. Ice cream, pumpkin pie, donuts. A lot of sweets today. Gonna get an energy drink, not the energy drink. Pumpkin pie, yeah. Happy belated birthday to your mom. Thank you, thank you. Back to the clock shop we go. Did we talk to this person? I don't remember. You got nothing to do? Was this a puzzle we couldn't solve? Twisted tunnels? I don't want to think about this. Ignore the fact that we talked to him. We're not doing that puzzle. We'll come back to it. Right, we did this guy's puzzle. Layman. Okay. Wait, do we talk to you? Yeah, right? Professor of puzzleology. Okay, which way's the... We don't know him? That's right. I don't know. I don't even know who we're talking about. Let's take the path on the left up here. The left? Will that take us back to Midland Road as well? It will, and in half the time. In half the time? A shortcut? What do you say? Take the path on the left. Here? Oh, it looks pretty. I wonder if that haze is caused by pollution. What's this? I bet the view from the observation deck is out of this world. It does have quite the view, but we don't have time to stop right now. To the clock shop. To the clock shop. There, who's this? Silky! This guy's name is Silky? Nice you staring at me. What do you need, boy? Oh, nothing, sir. I just saw you there and thought I'd say hello. Yeah, ha! You've got some guts approaching me. It makes me laugh. Yeah, ha! It's been a while since I had myself a chuckle like that. Let me thank you with a puzzle. The haze is a normal day in Cali. No. Is the air quality usually not good? Coat confusion. No! Not this type of puzzle. Alright, here we go. The four children below were playing in a park when they suddenly realized they needed to go home. In their haste, however, they mixed up their coats. I forgot my coat. Hey, A's name is written on this coat. Wait a minute. I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing one now. This definitely isn't my coat. Who's wearing D's coat? Okay. You know, maybe we can solve this one. So, A says, I forgot my coat. But B says A's name is written on this coat, so... Right, that's A's coat? But A says I forgot my coat though. Last week I think it was really bad for it. I know. Not the bad air quality. Be careful when you're out and about. I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing one now. So this person has no coat. So, and this person says, this definitely isn't my coat, so this coat must belong to this person? Wait, how do I... A's name is written on the coat. So that definitely belongs to A. I didn't bring my coat, but I'm wearing one. This definitely isn't my coat. So does this coat belong to D or B? Brain hurts already, we just started. A's name is written on this coat. Wait a minute, I didn't even bring my coat today, but I'm wearing one now. This definitely isn't my coat. Okay, wait, so... D's coat definitely belongs to B. Because... this definitely isn't my coat, and C didn't bring a coat today, so... So yeah, so then... Okay. Who's wearing D's coat? So... C? C is wearing D's coat? I hope that's correct. Correct thinking, correct logic.
How about this? Phew, that's a relief.
Phew, that's a relief. A, B, and D all brought their coats to the park. B is wearing A's coat, so this just leaves the coats that B and D originally brought. D isn't wearing his own coat, so he must be wearing B's. This means C must be wearing D's coat. Let that puzzle be a lesson to you. If you're careless with your things, you can lose them. Here, take this! I found it over there. You must have left it behind last time you were here. A sticker? Any hint coins? Huh? The path is covered in ants! Impeccable logic, that's right. It's because I am the puzzle Riz genius, Professor Layton. Midland Road is just on the other side of the door. I'll run ahead and open it. Hey! They say locked. The door is locked. Locked? That can't be. Step aside, little Luke. I'll get it open. Strange. It is locked. Look here, you two. There's an unusual set of numbers embedded in the door. Missing tiles. Okay. To open the door, place 4 number tiles on the blank spaces so all the conditions set forth by the equations are fulfilled. Okay. Math? I see numbers. Okay, so... do we just toss in a couple numbers and just plug and chug, you know? 1 times 2 equals 2. Well, that's not gonna work. 2 times 3 equals 6. Right? Like, that's how we're viewing it. 2 plus 3 equals 6? I guess that doesn't work, right? Does not work. Wait, there's arrows pointing from right to left. Do we start on this side? Because the arrow's pointing right to left. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? My brain doesn't want to think. Should we look at a hint? Perhaps a hint. Aren't I rich? Don't I have many hint coins? It's difficult to choose only 4 numbers. Just try plugging in different numbers. The first hint's always useless. Alright, let's just blindly pick a couple numbers here. Alright, so it's the first two numbers, it has to add to something and then also multiply to it. Am I understanding that correctly? Think of two sets of two numbers that produce the same value when the numbers in one set are multiplied and the numbers in the other set are added together and vice versa. My laptop has two charging ports and they're both on the same side. Are they getting in the way? Are your things getting in the way when you're trying to charge them? My outlet is on the right side, so I just have to wrap it up. Gotta get that cable management going. Think of two sets of two numbers that produce the same value when the numbers in one set are multiplied and the numbers in the other set are added together, and vice versa. What is it trying to tell me? What is it saying? 1 plus 5 equals 2 times 6. Okay, right. That's full 6. 1 times 5 is also equivalent to 2 plus 6. I just guess.
I do believe I've got the answer.
Oh, we got it!
Success!
Success! Okay, that was less complicated than I thought. Brilliant! Here's one possible solution. The right half and left half of the equation are interchangeable. Since they involve addition and multiplication, the equation is viable even if the two numbers on the left side swap positions or if the two numbers on the right side swap positions. I'm a genius. Well, thank you. It's because that's right. I'm Professor Layton. Professor of Puzzleology and the Riz. Nice, thank you. Wonderful work, Big Luke. I think... Oh, that's little Luke. I think it's a little early for congratulations, Professor. The door still won't open. If the puzzle wasn't keeping the door shut, what is? Well, I suppose it's time for Plan B. It might seem like too simple a solution, but would you two help me shove this door? We're just gonna push it? Certainly. It seems we've run out of other options anyway. Ready, everyone? All together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Bro, did we just like break the door? It's gonna take me 3 to 5 business days to understand that puzzle. Ugh. Is that just a dead person? Bro, was there just a dead body on the street? Who's that sprawled out on the street? It's hard to believe, but this fellow must have fallen asleep against the door. This just goes to show that every puzzle has an answer, even if that answer is just brute force. Do y'all believe that? Brute force your way through? Well, think fast, Professor, because that answer is coming right at us, and he looks mad. Hi, Kika. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I mean, that's how we got through some of these. What do you mean? I used my puzzle genius to solve the puzzles, didn't I? Right? Hey! Why'd you kick down my napping door? Not only did it hurt, but you woke me up. Killer puzzle to join in on. Hello, Gucci. How are you? Hope you're well. Doing well. That's good to hear, Kika. We're terribly sorry, sir. Please understand we had no idea you were there. Oh, didn't realize it was you. Look, forget I saw anything. I'm feeling kind of queasy, so I'm just gonna head home now. I seem to have driven that poor man off again. I wouldn't fret over too much, Professor. Besides, we need to keep moving toward the clock shop. We're just about there. Ah, okay, we're here. I see. Right, cafe. Brute force is kind of how AI works. I've seen some interesting AI videos, like training videos, and it's really interesting seeing how it learns. But yeah, you're right. It's like brute force, isn't it? Wait, what? What'd they say? I thought this was gonna be like random dialogue. Don't you want to take a look at all the flowers? No, don't you want to take a look at the flower that started all these rumors? It's growing not far from here in the abandoned shop on Midland Road. A flower? Wait, no, we're going this way, aren't we? Where are we going? To the flower? Wasn't that like all the way over here? Wasn't there one flower over here? I thought we were going back to the clock shop. Is it here? I don't even know. It's definitely not here, right? Was it this flower? Is that what you're saying? Okay, never mind. Let's just go back. Clock shop carry flowers. Because I didn't read that dialogue and I was like, what? What is he talking about? It's okay, we can enjoy the scenery. We can enjoy our little walk back and forth. This way? No, that's where we came from. Oh no, we want to go this way? No. That's the wrong way, isn't it? Okay. Don't you want to take a look at the flower that started all those rumors? It's growing not far from here in an abandoned shop on Midland Road. The abandoned shop? Here? Oh, here. This.
Watch out, Professor. There's a bee over there.
There's a bee.
Now, Luke, I'm sure he won't hurt us, as long as we don't bother him.
If you say so.
You know, I've never seen a bee quite like this. Can you try talking to him, Luke?
I suppose I can give it a shot.
Well, look at Mr. Tall out here. Clearly he knows a bee of distinction when he sees one.
Don't be aggressive.
Wow, you're not like any bee I've ever met.
Isn't that what I just said? Well, it's true. I'm no run-of-the-hive bee, but I do try to blend in.
You'd probably have better luck blending in if you didn't talk.
Sure, whatever you say, smart guy. But listen, I've got something you should hear. You know those puzzles you don't get around to solving? Well, they all come hang out with me.
That doesn't concern us, because I've clearly solved all the puzzles and haven't left any behind.
You see, I have what you might call one of them magnetic personalities.
Wait, are you saying you've got the same job as Granny Riddleton?
Granny who? I don't know no grannies. But my name is Beasley.
Beasley.
I'm gonna tell you how to peruse those puzzles now. So listen good.
I'm all ears.
Tap that flower over there to see a list of all the puzzles I've got.
Do we
It's
have
as
to go through
simple
this?
as that. So anytime you get a craving to solve some of the puzzles you left behind, come here. Did that all make sense? Because people tell me I do tend to drone on. Get it? Drone?
Wasn't that so funny? Drone on. I wonder what the Japanese dialogue is, like if they have a pun in there.
It makes perfect sense.
All right then. You have fun with those puzzles, and I'll be here if you need me.
I'll be here if you need me.
Sounds weird, I know. But if you want to see what I mean, just give it a tap.
I skip this dialogue. There are no puzzles to solve? Okay. Alright, let's skedaddle. Now, for reals, to the clock shop. This person has a puzzle? Watch out, you guys. Can't you see you're standing in the middle of a construction site? It's good to see that construction appears to be moving along. If only that were the case. See, we've hit a snag. Look at these boards here. Those aren't odd shape. What are you using them for? Nothing right now, but I've got cases of these things. I can't work with them. I need square boards, see? What's a guy to do? Can't think of any B puns. All the words are just buzzing around in my brain. E. Wait, we look at this puzzle already? I don't remember. No, we haven't, right? Piece of wood below is an odd shape. Your task is to cut it into two pieces that when combined form a square. Because of the grain of the wood, the two pieces can't be flipped or rotated after being cut. Draw the line to show where to make the cuts, then tap submit. Doesn't look familiar, okay. Yeah, if they gave me those instructions just now, then I guess it's not. Here, right? Yeah.
That should do the trick. Well, that's settled.
That was easy. There's been similar ones in the other two Layton games we've played, right? That wasn't too hard, right? I bet there'll be a second one, a second version of this puzzle that's harder. Hey, look at that! One cut and I've got square boards now. Thanks for the idea, friend. There's the shop. The door was locked earlier, and no one would answer it when we knocked. That's because you didn't know the secret knock. Watch this. You're a real chip off the old block. Oh. Come on in. Ooh, the secret knock. Go on, try the door now. It doesn't look like anyone's here. Oh, I forget this person's voice. Tee-hee-hoo, well look who's back. Ah, what are you doing hiding there? I see you've learned a secret knock, dearie. Actually, it was I who did the knocking. Spring. No, it was I who did the knocking, Spring. Is Cog around? There you are, Luke. Cog's in the back room. Oh, are you friends with the owners of the clock shop, Luke? I suppose I neglected to mention that earlier. Yes, Spring and Cog have been helping me. Cog actually explains the situation better than I do, so you should ask him about it. Alright. I skipped the dialogue. Let's hear what they have to say, right? Is that what you said? Cog's in the back room. He'll fill you in on how all this time traveling began. Sorry for keeping you in the dark. It was never my intent to make you feel tricked. Cog's tuning up the clock in the back. Okay.
Ooh, are we ready to learn the secrets of time travel?
I thought I heard voices up front. Nice to see you again, Professor and,
Luke, the Professor's apprentice.
Yes, Luke, of course. Cog, would you mind talking a bit about the wormhole and how it all started? Nervous? Tell me the secrets? Ooh, let's see how it all started out. I think it would help get everyone on the same page. It'd be my pleasure. You there, Luke. The smaller Luke, that is.
Yes?
Tell me, boy. What does this contraption behind me look like to you? A clock? A big old clock. Right you are. By my estimates, this clock is well over 100 years old. The old gal needs a lot of TLC to keep chugging along, so I spend quite a bit of time on maintenance. I was right in the middle of oiling up her gears one day when two family goons busted in. The family? Bruh, the family. Here we go. This has got to be the place the boss was talking about. Lockjaw and Splinters, what interesting names. For sure. Hey boss, there's a big clock here, just like you said. It's a real antique. Come over and see. Just what do you think What do you two think you're doing barging into my shop? And get your hands off my clock. Can it, Gramps? You don't get to tell us what to do. Don't you know who you're dealing with? Yeah, a bunch of blockheads who won't leave my shop. If I were you, I'd keep a civil tongue in my head, old man. Now out of the way. We've got a schedule to keep.
Oh, didn't we see this guy?
Was Bostro at the casino? I don't remember. What are you clowns putzing around for? Get to work. If we don't hurry, things won't be ready by the time you know who talked about. Sorry, Bostro, we're trying our best, but Gramps here is making things difficult. Don't be a lunkhead. You know how to deal with difficult. Throw him out on the street. No, Gramps. Let me go, you dirtbags. We're just gonna go for a little walk, Gramps. That's okay with you, isn't it? You keep your filthy hands off my clock. You hear me? We're just about on schedule. But we have to wait to turn this thing on until it's the exact time the big guy mentioned. That's all I heard before those brutes tossed me out of my own shop. It wasn't until later that I found out what the thugs wanted from my little clock shop. See, the family funded the construction of a time machine by some scientists. I think the idea was to use it to create some kind of wormhole or warp point. But how did they manage to do that? Beats me. It was all mumbo-jumbo. Something about opening a vortex in the flow of time. Anyway, for whatever reason, the plan didn't go exactly as they anticipated. I see. And somehow this hole in time manifested itself in or near this clock of yours. So, wait, there's a separate time machine made or something, and then instead it came to this clock shop because of the clock? That'd be the case, yes. The clock has been here ticking away for over 100 years. My guess is that something about the clock's age caused the warp point to gravitate to this spot. Yep, the wormhole, or whatever it's called, was pulled here and became a part of my clock. The thing is, I'm the only one who can keep that old gal running. Which means, like it or not, Spring and I are the only people who can open and close this wormhole. That's really strange. It's a burden, is what it is. A burden, huh? Once the family found out about what I could do, they forced me to work the clock for them. After a while, I caught wind of Cog's situation. I'm sure it goes without saying, but Cog isn't part of the family. In fact, the family's been nothing but a source of trouble for poor Cog. It sure sounds that way. Knowing that, I approached Cog and Spring and explained my idea to them. After getting them on board with my idea, Cog fired up the machine and helped get my message to you. And upon receiving your letter, my curiosity took myself and Luke on a journey that led us here. That's quite the plan you drummed up, Big Luke. Thank you, but it's about to get even more interesting. Oh? Professor, with Cog's help, we can send you and little Luke back to your own time. You'll be able to ask Inspector Chelmy all the questions you want. But when you're done chatting, you will come back to put a stop to what's going on here, won't you? Luke, you of all people should know the answer to that question. I keep my promises, and I intend to solve the problem here. It's what a gentleman would do. Thank you, Professor. That was exactly the answer I was hoping for. Well, I wouldn't dream of leaving things here in this state. You said it yourself, Big Luke. The only one who can stop Herschel Layton is Herschel Layton himself. Quite right. My apologies. I should never have doubted you.
Okay, so back to the present we go.
Realistically, time travel's impossible because the Earth is constantly moving in space. Does that mean, like,
You wouldn't be able to pinpoint a specific time to go to because it's always moving? Am I understanding that correctly? Also, any snacks or drinks today?
I have regular water. Regular water. Alright. How do I go back? Let me see here. Seems you solved at least 30 puzzles. Yep, you've done enough research to take your investigation back to your own time. Okay, we passed the check. We've done 30 puzzles. Regular water for me too. Ayo, regular water. You probably can, but you're just gonna be in space because the Earth isn't there, bruh. That's a hard concept to wrap my head around. Regular water for you too, Guti. Just a monster. Yeah, just a monster.
Seltzer, any special kind of seltzer?
Plain seltzer, or does it have a flavor to it? Hopefully you'll learn something here that will help us fix the terrible situation in our time. Yes, I hope so too. Now, Cog, if you would be so kind as to fire up the clock. I hope you'll understand if I stay here. I don't want to risk distorting the events of the past any more than necessary. I agree completely. Besides, a poor inspector's eyes might very well pop out of his head if I showed up with 2 Lukes. But just think about how fun it would be to see his reaction. Pity you can't come, Big Luke. Okay, she's all ready to go. Let's get this show on the road. Oh my god, time travel! Here we are. Do we make it? May or may not be spiked with something not child-friendly. Mommy's grown-up juice. Interesting. Well, enjoy your drink. Hope everyone enjoys their snacks and drinks tonight. Here we are. Oh, I feel sick. Are you going to be alright, Luke? You're positively green. I feel sort of seasick. My ears are all stuffy and the ground feels like it's made of marshmallow. Yep, that'd be the time sickness talking. The first jump I made, I felt the same. Time sickness? Bro, I can't time travel. I'll get motion sick real bad. Well, Cog, we're going to head off now and see what we can find out. Sounds good. I'll be here waiting for you. Just use that special knock and I'll let you in.
Excellent. I was wondering how we'd contact you if we went back to our own time while we were out. Yep, that'd be a pain, alright. Now you two should skedaddle out of here. I'd like to get home in time for dinner. The drama meme, yeah, that's right. So, is time traveling like... I don't know, would it be like, how fast is it? Cause with the motion stick aspect, isn't it? It's kind of like riding a roller coaster, maybe? Really fast, but really short. Time traveling with a posse of Lukes. Many Lukes. All two. All the Lukes of the timelines. There's no doubt about it, Professor. We're back in our time. The surroundings here certainly do seem familiar. Phew. You know, all this time travel has really worn me out. Yes, I could do with a rest myself, but we mustn't keep Cog waiting. You're right. So, shall we go find Inspector Chelmy? That will be our second stop. First, I'd like to run by my office at the university. Huh? We're going to university? So we are taking a break. Not quite. I need to do a little prep work for our session with Inspector Chelmy. Preparation, my boy, is the foundation upon which every good investigation is built. Right you are, Professor. Now that we're back in our own time, we can reach the university by bus in a matter of minutes. Let's go, Luke. Interstellar. I've never watched Interstellar. But it's definitely like on my like list of movies to watch, you know? I'll have to check it out and keep this in mind. Wonder if time travel is like just an instant blinding light or if you feel like you're going super fast. I guess it depends. I don't know. Because if it's a wormhole, isn't it kind of like a portal? Like, don't you have to step in and you're like, whoosh, through the wormhole, maybe? This stash and scarf in? Stash and scarf? Yeah, how are you doing, young fella? Oh, hello there. It's nice to see you again. Again? What's this again business? I just thought I'd give you some advice, is all. Alright, shoot. Not many folks notice, but when you solve puzzles, you can earn these... Oh, if you're going to talk about picker-rats, we already know all about them. Oh, is that so? Well, big deal. It's not all that great a secret anyhow. Okay, well, thank you. We should really go now. We've got a lot to do. Oh, wait, don't just run off like that. I have, a puzzle. Yes, that's right. I have a puzzle for you. Find the clock tower. Learn that nothing goes faster than the speed of light. Really? Nothing? Not even Sonic? Okay, to find a clock tower in the village below, just follow these directions. Go straight and take the first left. Take the next right and then the next left and it will be right in front of you. At which spot A through H is the clock tower located. Sonic is faster than the speed of sound. Okay, but not faster than light. Okay, so they don't give us a starting point, they just give us instructions. Straight, left. Can I just pick a point and go? Okay, straight. If we start at F, straight, left. There is no right, so I guess we can't start here. We start at G. Straight, left, right. There's no left. Okay. Bizarrely, it's been shown that entangled particles will update faster than the information could travel by light. I think interesting. It's hard to wrap my head around. It's hard to think about. Straight, left, no right here. Okay. Straight. Straight. Left. No, right? Straight. No. Straight. Left. Right? Left? Is that right? Is that correct? Wait. Go straight. Take the first left. Then take the right. Then the left. Is it H? Is it H? I don't know.
This one's as good as solved. I knew it!
I knew it! Okay. Located at H. The directions are from spot A if you're facing spot D. Now, how was that for a fun puzzle? It's in your top 10, yeah? Guys, is this in our top 10 puzzles? I don't know if it was that interesting to be in our top 10. It was okay, I guess. Well, what? Just okay? I get it, you're playing it cool. You don't want to let me on that my puzzle rocked your socks off. You might be thinking too hard about this. Oh, we got a T sticker. The hidden monster attacking the village was part of my top 10. I still don't understand what the logic of that puzzle was. Like, were you just supposed to, like, intuition that the solution for that one? So is Don Paulo our boss, a manager here? A white thing? Like this? Is this a white thing? That's a T has been left behind on the counter. A T. I don't know if that's correct. A T? Customer arrived. A really hot drink? Cocoa? Oh no. Coffee? Don't steep it too long. Oh, maybe this person wants tea then. Ah! Wants tea then, right? Just looking at shapes. Alright, I think we need more stickers. I was actually thinking, what if you switched a guy in the cup? What did it say? I would like a traveler. I'll have a traveler, please. Wasn't one of them man? Don Paulo, get over here.
A little while later, a coffee arrived. The first customer of the day. The rain is terrible. I'll have a man, please.
A really hot one! Okay. We have to leave. That's enough of the storybook for today. I didn't realize the line "a really hot one" was after the text there. So in an alternate universe, you know how we go to coffee shop? In the alternate universe of coffee, okay, do the coffee people, do they go to the human shop? Do they purchase humans to eat and drink? Question mark. Getting exciting in the storybook. Oh, this person has a puzzle for us. Hi there, small fry. What can I do for you? I noticed there's a bus stop up ahead. London still has bus service, doesn't it? Of course! We've got more buses than you can shake a stick at. What an odd question to ask. Excellent! Did you hear that, Professor? London's buses still run. Of course they do, Luke. We're back in the present. I heard, Luke. Your exuberance is appreciated, but we don't want to unsettle our friend here. Geez, I've never seen someone get so jazzed about riding the bus. Well, if you like buses, you're gonna love this little number. Is this a puzzle about buses? How many people? Alright. I was riding a double-decker bus, and the tour guide on the upper level told me that, including myself, there were 25 tourists on the lower level and 40% as many tourists in the upper level. How many people total were in the bus? Buses don't run, they don't have legs. Or to know buses in the future. Yeah, I guess the bus stops were like all abandoned and run down. Unfortunately, in the future. I was riding a double-decker bus. The tour guide on the upper level told me that, including myself, there were 25 tourists in the lower level and 40% as many tourists in the upper level. How many people total were in the bus? So if buses don't run, what do they do? Do they drive? Do they wheel? Do they like go skirt skirt or something? Okay, what is this asking me? So we have the upper and lower part of the bus, right? Tour guide on the upper level told me, including myself, there were 25 tourists on the lower level and 40% as many tourists in the upper level. %40 of what? Would you have to round a person? I don't know, half a person? We got half a person up on the upper level. Alright, it's 40% as many tourists in the upper level. 40% of 25? Like, does that make sense? There's no way it's like that, right? Is it 40% of 25 or is it something else? Or is it 40% of the total? Like, we have the total, right? So this is 40%? Is it saying that this is 60% of the total? There are 25 tourists in the lower level and 40% as many tourists in the upper level. Like, is it 40% of 25? I feel like that's... Is the wording trying to trick us? Ah, math. Okay. As many makes me think it's of 25. So what's 40% of 25 then? Cause yeah, like, would you have to round the person? I feel like, it's a bit tricky to think about. Shall we look at the hint? Aren't I rich? I bet you it's gonna say, like, we don't need math, right? Even if you think you got the answer from a quick calculation, you might have completely overlooked something. There's no way it's 20%, it's 40% of 25. There's no way. $25 tourists in the lower level. You have to subtract the tour guide Or driver? I was just thinking about the tour guide. The tour guide on the upper level told me that, including myself, there were 25 tourists on the lower level. And 40% as many tourists in the upper level. Right? Someone has to be driving the bus, right? You're right. For the upper level. Asking for tourists for the upper level? Okay. So we have 25 tourists, including myself. We have one tour guide at the top. Do you have to add one after calculations for the driver? Probably. One driver. One. Okay. Alright, all you smart math people out there. I'm not saying that I can't do math. I'm the professor, so obviously I'm a genius and know everything. I'm just giving you guys a chance, alright? What's the math here? What's 40% of 25 considering the taking into account the tour guide and the driver? What's 40% of 25? % of 25 is 10. Ten percent's 2.5, so 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Okay, that makes sense if it's 10. 1/5 2 times. Okay, that's another way to look at it. Okay. So there's 10. And you're saying 35? Okay, so 25. Tourists, so 10 tourists. It's asking for total though, so it would be 35 plus the tour guide plus the driver, so we're saying 37. Okay, 37?
How about this? Phew, that's a relief.
That's a relief. Of course I knew all the math calculations myself. Definitely. 37 people were riding the bus. 25 tourists, and then 10 on tourists on the upper level. 35 tourists. If you add the tour guide and bus driver, you get a total of 37 people. Right about the driver, that's right. Well, now I have thought to add the driver and the guide. It was a team effort. A team effort. How many people? You know, I'm a bus aficionado myself. My favorites are the double-deckers around town. Oh, this person has a bus. That's how these puzzles get you. Well, hello there again, Bright Eyes. I trust you found yourself some nice shiny hint coins. Yes, and your expert direction played no small role. Lovely, I'm glad I could be of help. But where's my thank you? Out with it already. Thank you. Of course. Please excuse me for not issuing proper thanks. We appreciate your assistance. Yes, thank you. We would never have found them without the help of a wise old lady like yourself. Now just a minute there, Half-Pint. Who are you calling old? Yeah, I was about to say, Luke, you can't just say old lady like that. They don't call me Flawless Florence for nothing, you know. I'm as fit and nimble as any teenager. I apologize, Miss Florence. I didn't mean to call you old. Yes, you did, Luke. You literally called her old lady. I know how sensitive some seniors can get about their age. Senior? Old? You just don't get it, do you? Old lady Kiku, what do you mean? That ain't me. Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you a lesson the old-fashioned way with a puzzle. Bet you whippersnappers have never seen one of these before. Puzzle? A heartfelt heart. In my younger days, I was considered quite the catch. This lady, she's not like me. I was not a catch. This is a picture of me back then, along with 3 of my handsome suitors. A few moments after this photo was taken, one of these gents confessed his love by presenting me with a heart. Can you guess which one? A heart. Love her confidence. The world did not drag her down one bit. That's right. Alright. One of these gents confessed his love by presenting me with a heart. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Thank you for the posture check. No shrimping. No shrimping allowed in Chen. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay. A heart? Presenting me with a heart? So this guy... Okay, so one of them has a book that has music. So is this one singing a song? Then the other one the middle one has flowers. B has flowers. And C has a instrument like a violin. Presenting me with a heart. A heart? I mean, my first thought is the flowers. Like, maybe you can arrange them like a heart, but like, I don't know. Is there any hearts in like music-related things that I'm not thinking of? Presenting me with a heart. Well... If C is playing music, then I guess it's not really presenting like a physical object, right? Like a heart, that's like music. B? The musician could be someone they hired and the guy would be a singer they hired. The guy who in the middle. He's front and center for a reason. Like my gut instinct says B, but like I don't have the logic to back it up. Okay, look at the background. Look at the background, alright? Look. There's roses everywhere. Do you see this? There's roses everywhere. Maybe it is B. B feels right? Yeah, right? Feels like B. Could be the other way around. A could confess by singing. That's true. Presenting the heart through song? Okay, you know what? Let's go with B. We have a 1/3 chance. So we'll go with B.
How about this? I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say. One way to find out. Looks like we were not correct. Pay close attention to what each gentleman is holding in his hands. My picarets. It's 10 picarets down the drain. Okay. Okay, 50-50 shot now. Pay close attention to what each man is holding in his hands. That's what the thing said. We have book. And we have violin. Is it A? My second instinct is A. Presenting me with a heart. Like, does he turn the book around and there's a heart drawn inside? Alright, let's go with A.
This one's as good as solved. No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice.
Alright. Oh, I see. That's cute. Lovely answer. It was him, alright. He made a heart out of the magazine he was holding. Quite a creative gesture, eh? There's no inspiration like true love. A literal heart. I guess that's a heart. Alright, I'll admit that's kinda cute. It's kinda funny. But it makes sense. Did y'all ever do this with magazines or something when you were a kid? I remember doing this. And thinking like, oh, it's a heart. I guess it makes sense. What if it was a hardback book, then he wasn't prepared? Clearly this man had like, he prepared in advance. A nice soft cover book to make a heart with. You two are smart cookies when it comes to puzzle solving, I'll give you that. The compliment means all the more coming from a lady such as yourself, Florence. I do hope we run into each other again sometime. Teehee, now you're making me blush. You can sweet talk me all you like, but you should know I'm a married woman. It seems our friend here has taken a shine to you, Professor. Oh, we got a woman sticker. Who's the manager? The woman in charge stepped down? Maybe this could be her shop? The woman had left behind a white thing, so we don't know what that is. The coffee. I'll have a man, please. We'll come back when we have more stickers. Okay. Ride the bus. Let's make our way back to my office. Now, which bus goes to Gressenheller University? This one! To Gressenheller U. Okay. You haven't moved it. You can stay there until we get more stickers. I have to admit that I've gone a bit turned around with all this time traveling. Look at them, they're so cute sitting in the bus. What are we investigating now? Yeah, what are we investigating? Why are we asking Chelmy for questions? What are we asking? Oh ho ho, feeling a bit discombobulated, my boy. I can hardly blame you. It's not every day that I travel to the future and meet my adult self. I could do with a bit of a review on our case as it currently stands. Yes, a review would probably be good. It'd be helpful. Very well, let's see if I can bring you up to speed. Alright, do you remember why Big Luke called us to the future? To stop the evil Professor Layton, right? And what exactly are we stopping my future self from doing? Well, what was it, world domination? Oh right, we want to stop him from completing his time machine research. Precisely. Which is exactly why you and I were headed to Chinatown. Oh yes, now it's all coming back to me. But then we failed to get into Chinatown. It was at that point you started talking about asking the inspector some questions. Yeah, we saw like, those two guys that reminded us. They had very similar, like, demeanor to Chelmy and Barton, right? Yes, but at that time I had no idea we'd be able to jump back to our own time to question him. In that sense, it seems we got pretty lucky, huh? Perhaps. Perhaps? It sounds like something isn't sitting right with you. Is something bothering you? Indeed, and it's that something we've come to investigate. When we've just about reached our stop. We'll run by my office and then it's off to see the inspector.
What is not quite right? What is not sitting quite right with Professor Layton?
Chapter 5: The Forgotten Case. I need to stop by my office and check something. After that, we'll go find Inspector Chelmy. Okay. Ah, what a lovely day. That's the physics lecture hall. The memories that he's experiencing, perhaps? Oh, right, his former lover. Was her name... was it Claire? We don't know what happened to her, right?
There you are, Professor. I see you canceled your lecture again this week. Let me guess, are you investigating another strange mystery?
Hello, Rosetta. Yes, something rather pressing has come up. But I'll be sure to hold a makeup session later.
Oh, no worries, Mr. L.
She just called him Mr. L. Mr. Take an L.
As long as I get my credits, I'm not sweating it.
Now, what kind of attitude is that to have, Rosetta? If you want those credits, you'll have to earn them. And as your paper is on the stone relics of Cornwall, I'd say you have your work cut out for you. As your advisor, I insist you check in with me weekly until your paper's shaped up.
Didn't mean to imply that I wasn't interested in work. And I'm very much looking forward to our sessions together. Not every girl has the privilege of receiving private instruction from the great Professor Layton.
Ahem. What I mean to say is that you should check in during office hours.
Oh, you don't have to tell me twice, Professor. I'll see you next week.
I don't know what that girl's up to, but it can't be good, Professor. Nonsense, my boy. I'm sure it's all in your head. You can't fool me. Did you see the look she gave you? She's a man-eater. Whatever that means. Oh dear. Man-eater. Just like the coffee? I wish my professors canceled more often. But what if they're like Layton and they hold makeup sessions? I have yet to go to anyone's office hours. No office hours. I visited office hours freshman year, I think. Couple times, and then senior year before the pandemic switched everything online. I visited one of my professor's office hours. That was about it. Hey, aren't you the guard we bumped into at demonstration? Why are you here? Ah, as you may recall, last week's demonstration experienced a few hiccups. When the dust settled, management decided it would be best to cut me loose. Oh, he got fired. I'm sorry to hear that. Excuse me, I don't believe I introduced myself yet. I've properly introduced myself yet. Please, sir, don't bother. Dean Delmona filled me in. It's an honor to meet you, Professor Layton. I've actually been holding onto a puzzle just in case you happen to come by. Care to hear it?
The Shady Trio.
He was holding onto this puzzle in the off chance he'd meet me, Professor Layton. Alright. Each member of a Shady Trio was dressed in red, white, and green. However, none of their outfits were the same. Here's what the witnesses had to say about them. The two men wore the same jacket colors. Two of them had white pants on. The larger man wore a white hat. The woman's jacket was green. Tap the trio's colors and change the colors to match the eyewitness reports. Alright. Oh yeah, if you have a professor you enjoy taking classes with, you should go to their office hours and become friends with them. Then they can, when you're friends with them, they'll write you recommendation letters. The two men wore the same colored jackets. Two of them had white pants on. The larger man wore a white hat. The woman's jacket was green. Two of them had white pants on. Larger man wore a white hat. The woman's jacket was green. None of their outfits were the same. Okay, so... Recommendations letters, yeah. But I would say also for recommendation letters, ask sooner than later. No one likes to get a last minute letter recommendation request, right? You want to give them plenty of time to write it. Okay, the men wore same colored jackets. So it's definitely not green, so they either wore red or white jackets, right? For now, let's put red. Just so it's easier to see. Two of them had white pants on. Maybe he can have green pants. So the larger men wore white hats, so perhaps these two wore not white hats. The men wore the same color jackets. Two of them had white pants. Larger man wore a white hat. Woman's jacket was green. None of their outfits are the same. Should we just try? Should we just submit?
That should do the trick. Just as I suspected.
Just as I suspected. Mario. Smashing. For a shady trio, their clothes might be a bit too conspicuous. Simply beautiful work, sir. Thank you so much for indulging me. Not at all. I quite enjoyed myself. Alright, let's go in. I suppose it's against the rules to run in university corridors. The short one had a leprechaun hat. Is this the dean? Herschel, my boy, I've been looking for you. Hello, sir. Didn't you receive my notice that I was on holiday? Oh, that, yes, everything's in order there. It's something else that I need your help with. But I'm on holiday. I'm not clocked in to help you. In that case, please tell me how I can be of assistance to you, sir. Lean in a bit, my boy. What I'm about to ask you, well, I wouldn't like anyone else to hear it. The thing is, I have a puzzle I simply can't work through on my own. My darling granddaughter brought it to me, but I can't for the life of me solve the blasted thing. I can see how that could be quite vexing. Vexing is putting it politely. It's hard to feel like the king of your castle when you can't even solve your grandchild's puzzle. It's a rather serious issue for me, Herschel. It certainly sounds that way, sir. Yes. So I take it I can count on you to help me work through this thing? But of course. Impressed that I spelled leprechaun, right? Leprechaun. Have I ever had to spell it before? I feel like maybe in elementary school, but I feel like I never have the opportunity to spell leprechaun. 1 out of 1,000. Here are some matchsticks that spell out 100 m, so 100 meters. Move one of the matches into the garbage to display a link that is 1/1000th of that size. One of the matches? Okay, what's 1/1000th of 100 m? 100 meters? And we're only moving one into the garbage. One goes in the garbage. That's 0. So that's not 1/1000th. One 1,000th of that size. 100 meters. Oh, wait. 10 centimeters? Does that sound correct? I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know my metric system, but perhaps is that correct? 10 centimeters? Is 1/1000th of 100 meters? Alright, I'll give it a shot. I'm American, so I'm no use. I am American too. I mean, I'm British. I'm Professor Layton. I'm British. I definitely know what I'm talking about.
I've got a good feeling about this one. Just as I suspected.
Just as I suspected, because I know the metric system because I'm British. Terrific. 100 meters becomes 10 centimeters. Oh ho, that's it! My granddaughter's going to flip when she hears how clever her granddad is. I'm glad I could help you with your predicament, sir. Likewise. By the way, Herschel, I do have one more small favor to ask of you. Certainly. Who solved the last one that was also metric? Which one? Which one was that one? Let's keep the fact that you helped me with this puzzle between you and me in the wall, shall we? Of course. After all, you've got a reputation to maintain with your granddaughter. It'll be our secret. Ho ho! Perceptive as always. And what about you there, young man? Can you keep a secret? Of course. My lips are sealed, sir. Splendid. For that you have my thanks. One last thing, Herschel. There's a young lady in your office. She said she's waiting for you. I see. Oh, you must be talking about Flora. Didn't Flora go to the farm upstate? There was one, like, last game, I think that also involved the metric system. Oh man, I don't remember which one it was. But of course, I must have solved it, because I am puzzle genius.
Oh, hi there, Flora. You two have got some nerve leaving me alone while you go off on another adventure.
Now, Flora, you know that wasn't our intention at all.
Yeah, I guess we ditched her again. Because in the previous game, the diabolical box, we just sort of left her, right?
While we were out investigating one issue, an even more troublesome matter arose.
What kind of troublesome matter?
She got stranded.
We couldn't have seen it coming, Flora. Honest.
She got to visit the farm upstate. Wasn't that great?
Really? Of course, we wouldn't have left you behind on purpose.
Food here, BRB. Take your time.
Luke is quite right. Do forgive us for our oversight.
Well, okay. Just this once. But you two had better not leave me alone again.
Of course not.
Feel like, aren't their voices kind of quiet? Voices and sound effects. What's this? We have a notepad here? For what? We can take our own notes? Talk with Flora. A true gentleman should have a spare hat ready at all times. Oh, piqued your curiosity, has it? This book was written by a famous puzzle expert from abroad. Huh? I'm sure I left an apple on this table. Okay, Flora.
What's done is done, so I guess there's no point in my stewing over it. You two must be awfully tired from all that running around. I just made a pot of tea. I'll go fetch it.
Did you just make a promise to Flora? I believe I may have, and unfortunately this is one promise I fear I may have to break. Oh no. If you could only be Layton or Luke, who would you dress up as for Spooky Day?
I feel like,
I'd probably look better as Luke, like I'd fit Luke's character more, but I'd rather be Layton. I want the top hat. What about y'all? Would you want to be Layton or Luke?
Professor, that's terrible. Not to mention very unlike you to go back on your word.
Well, I didn't see you do, and I didn't see you doing anything to dissuade the poor girl from coming with us. Besides, you know our current case is fraught with danger. I don't want her to get hurt. Don't want her to get hurt.
Oh, I remember I went to, was it a convention? I forget which convention it was, but I went to a convention with my sister and she cosplayed as Luke. She had like a sweater and she had the hat. So I guess she picked Luke then. But I want Professor Layton's hat.
Anyway, we need to finish our work here so we can find an inspector. We'd best move quickly.
I suppose you're right, Professor. Alright then. What are we looking for here?
Somewhere in my office is a leather-bound notebook with a yellow note sticking out of it. Do you think you can help me find it?
Aye, aye, Professor. I'm on the case. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like myself, I like the idea of cosplaying and dressing up, but I don't actually like doing it. I'm a bit too, I don't know. Like, I love looking at people cosplay. I'm like, wow, they're so cool for cosplaying, but I feel like I'm too picky for myself to cosplay. I'm like, oh my, this doesn't match, this isn't quite right, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like it'd be tricky for me to cosplay. I would be Professor too. Hey, yo, we can be Professor Layton together.
Professor. Okay, what we looking for? The book with a sticky note? It's probably on his desk, right? Bro, that notebook is like missing half of its pages.
Is this the notebook you were talking about?
Why, yes it is.
Let's see. Information concerning the explosion at the Institute of Polydimensional Research. Did you put this notebook together, Professor?
I did, piece by piece. Sadly, most of its contents have been removed.
Whoa, you weren't kidding. Most of the pages have been torn out.
It's been a while since I opened it last. Let me see. At least the newspaper clippings are intact.
When exactly are all these articles from, Professor?
I'll explain more on the bus. But for now, we need to get out of here before Flora returns. Bro, we're just ditching her.
Voila! I thought you might be hungry, so I made some little cucumber set. Oh dear, where did they go?
Bro, we ditched her. No.
Feel the same. I so admire people who make their costumes. It's amazing. I know, right? It's so cool. Yeah, it's so cool. It makes me want to sew and stuff, right? I don't know. Like I said, I'm just very like, oh, I can't do it. I mean, I could, but like, I don't know. Who would I dress up as too? I guess Professor Layton, right? I need a top hat. Kiku would obviously be evil future Layton, right? What do you mean evil future Layton? What about regular Layton?
of the present. Why the evil one? Alright, let's head to Scotland Yard. About the notebook we picked up at your office, Professor. Exactly what explosion were you researching? NC would be normal Layton, so I have to be evil Layton? We haven't even met evil Layton. We'll see. Maybe if I like the vibe of evil Layton, I can be evil Layton. It all happened several years ago when you were very small. Two scientists working in a physics lab unwittingly caused an explosion during an experiment. The explosion devastated the surrounding area. That must have been all over the news. You'd think so, wouldn't you? However, though many perished in the blast, few records of the accident remain. What happened? That's something I'm still trying to figure out for myself. But answer me this, Luke. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear of an explosion? The explosion of Dr. Stungun's time machine, of course. That was my first thought as well. I have a strong suspicion that these two incidents are connected. Why is that? Well, it's nothing more than a hunch, so I really can't say more right now. Oh, Professor, this is our stop. Here we are at Scotland Yard. There's no time to waste. We need to find the inspector. Alright, we're at Scotland Yard. We're at the... I guess it's the detective? The police? Detective? Place? It's our old friend, Big Ben. Bro, I want to go to London. I want to look around and just see London. Police stations always make me a little bit nervous. This street looks a bit narrow for buses. Now, besides becoming Layton, are there any dream cosplays you'd want to do? Anybody in chat? I think we talked about it a long time ago, but nice to revisit the topic. Any dream cosplays? Any characters you wish to dress up as? And feel, like, confident? No judgment? Naturally, security is a priority in a police station. Safety First magazine. I don't know this publication. You'd fit in cinemas in London. Let's go to the cinema. Take the tube to the cinema. A trolley. Nice coat of arms, though it's not really the inspector's style. You have a puzzle for us? Welcome to Scotland Yard, headquarters of the London Police. How may I be of service to you? We're here to see Inspector Chelmy. Will you please let him know we'd like to speak with him? Unfortunately, the inspector is terribly busy right now. What's more, I have strict orders to issue this puzzle to all visitors. What? He has to give a puzzle to all the visitors? A dangerous place? In recent years, the city has been suffering from an increase in accidents and crime. According to a survey, there's one place in the city where there is a higher average of injured people and deaths throughout the year. Where could it be? Circle the name of the place. One place in the city where there is a higher average of injured people and deaths throughout the year. The hospital? Is it the hospital? Is it the hospital or is it the cemetery? It has to be the hospital, right? Oh, Scarlet, hello! How's it going? Hope you're well. How's the game so far? It's fun. It's good. We're just chugging along, solving puzzles. Taking it easy. But yeah, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Scarlet. It's always a pleasure to see you around. One place in the city where there's a higher average of injured people and deaths throughout the year. the hospital, right? Isn't it logical to be the hospital where there's higher average of injured people and deaths throughout the year? Not sure what to cosplay as. Is there anything you'd want to be, Kiku? One of them I mentioned before, I want to be Hatsune Miku. I guess that'd be Hatsune Kiku, right? But Hatsune Miku, I would like to cosplay her one day. I just want the long twin tail hair. That's what I want. Just chilling after a ton of chores as per usual. Hope your chores went well. I feel like you're always doing chores, aren't you? Always working hard, always busy. But yeah, take it easy, Scarlet. Alright, hospital. Let's see if we're right.
That should do the trick. Well, that's settled.
Well, that's settled. There might be a lot of dangerous places, but the hospitals where injured and sick people gather throughout the year. I guess the title A Dangerous Place was trying to throw you off, right? Because even though a hospital isn't necessarily dangerous, there is a lot of injury there, right? That's right. I mean, that's correct, alright. Tremendous work as usual, Professor Layton. Oh, do you two know each other? Of course, that is, I know the professor. How could any self-respecting puzzle not know the name of Professor Layton? I'm a huge fan! I assume the puzzle I just solved was one of your own design. You got me there! I just couldn't pass up the chance to have the Professor Layton solve my puzzle! I'll call ahead to let the inspector know you're coming. His office is just up those stairs on the second floor. Thank you very much. Someone has to keep the house on order, that's right. It's good that you are able to do that. Keep things in tip-top shape. Love the chin. Wait, no, the chin though. Love the Layton characters. Took off my glasses for a moment, I couldn't read anything. The chin. He has quite the chin, doesn't he? The crimson chin, perhaps. Any other things I want to cosplay? Or any other things people would want to cosplay? I would like to be, let's see, Hatsune Miku. Inspector Chimney. Oh, maybe a Pokemon trainer would be good. I don't know which one, but a Pokemon trainer might be nice. Where's Chelmy? Here's Barton. Nothing like a cup of tea to soothe jangled nerves. Good day, Barton. Good day to you, sir. Barton, we wish to have a few words with the inspector, but I don't see him here. I don't see him here either. I was led to believe he was here in his office. Yes, he was, then he got up and left. It was all very sudden. I, too, am puzzled by his sudden disappearance. Sus. Seems sus. Anyone from Howl's Moving Castle for me? Ooh, okay. Howl's Moving Castle. Cosplay, I would love to do Beto. We both have those thighs and the tomboyish vibes. Is Beto from... Don't judge me if I'm wrong. Genshin? Wanna be Sonic? Maybe then I'll be fast enough to run from my problems. Sonic, that'd be good. Beta. That'd be cool though. Genshin Impact, yes, okay. Oh, phew, I'm glad I'm not incorrect. I was like, oh no. Indeed, Genshin, okay. Phew. It's a good thing I knew that, otherwise it would have been like, oh no. I don't know. Barton! I sincerely hope you're not spreading misinformation about me. I just told you that I needed to pop downstairs to see the commissioner. Yes, you did say that, sir. Use your ears, Constable. You'll never move up in the force if you don't learn to listen. I'm fine. Good to know. I played Genshin. I played Genshin like once and that was it. Greetings, Inspector. Apologies for not saying hello, Layton. What a surprise to see you. Welcome to my humble office. Forgive the sudden intrusion, Inspector. I heard that you're leading the investigation on the Prime Minister's disappearance. The Prime Minister's disappearance. I am. And as it's you I'm speaking with, I'll be quite candid. This case has me completely baffled.
Those poor Genshin ducks? What ducks? I definitely didn't accidentally kill any. Definitely.
Dozens of eyewitnesses, myself included, and not one blasted lead to work with. Since you were there, I might as well hear your take on things. Have a seat. I was questioned the day of the incident, but maybe our chat will uncover some new theories.
What do you think of this office? Accidentally, it was an accident. It was an accident. Oh, I wonder if they have any scones to go with that tea.
The inspector seems to have quite the caseload.
I like in games and stuff, I guess in real life too, I like looking at people's like office spaces. Because you can tell a lot about a person, right? With what they have in their office, like how they decorate. But dang, look how many papers he has here.
No, Luke, don't open the window. Just have a look at the desk.
Yeah, if he opens the window,
all those papers go flying.
I fear the inspector may be quite angry with me right now.
Yeah, let's talk to Chelmy.
Ooh, I love this music, alright.
We've already established that you were there when the explosion occurred. Yes, I certainly was. Then you must believe, as I do, that there was no way anyone could have survived that blast. Not that quack stun gun, not his staff, and though I hate to say it, not the Prime Minister.
Right, so the Prime Minister disappeared in the explosion.
But what confounds me is that not a single trace of the lot remains.
We need a Chelmy spin-off game, like we were Scotland Yard and we're solving police crimes. Wait, no, crimes. We're police solving crimes. That'd be fun.
What do you mean by that? What I mean is, we've canvassed the whole place and haven't found a thing related to the victims. No bodies, no clothing, and no shoes. Not even so much as a pocket watch or ring.
Right, you'd think at least some things would remain in an explosion, right?
All we recovered from the scene was the 10 tons of scrap metal that used to be the machine. No people, though.
There were 8 of them, sir.
What? Did you say something just now, Constable?
There were 8 of them, sir. 8 people vanished.
Yes. According to the eyewitness reports, 8 people vanished from the scene. The group consisted of Stun Gun, a handful of his assistants, and the Prime Minister. Now how in the world do 8 people just vanish? It's like a blasted magic trick.
Don't worry, Inspector. From what I've heard, the Prime Minister's still alive.
Young Luke. Be a good lad and keep quiet, alright? The adults are having a serious conversation here. If you're bored, why don't you and Barton go play in the hall? Inspector, I assure you, Luke isn't making this up. There's a very real possibility that Bill Hawks, the Prime Minister, is alive. What? Well, don't leave me here scratching my head like a fool. Explain, Layton. Before I do, I must ask a favor of you first. And what would that be? Do you recall the explosion that occurred at the Polydimensional Research Institute 10 years ago?
10 years ago?
What did you just say? I'll take that as a yes. It is imperative that I see any and all case files on that incident. You just might be onto something here, Layton. What do you know?
So Layton's suspecting that these 2 cases are connected, right?
An explosion in the present, an explosion 10 years in the past. Nothing at the moment, but I have a suspicion your current case and this old one are linked in some way. I'd like to help, really I would, but those files are sealed and require top-level clearance. Even a high-ranking officer like myself would have trouble getting his hands on those. I see. I had hoped a man of your status might have the influence necessary to acquire those documents. Unfortunately, it seems I may have hoped for too much. I'm sorry to have asked the impossible of you.
Sorry you weren't good enough, Chelmy.
Wait just a moment, Layton. I might be able to get you access to the case file. Excellent. I would be extremely grateful for that. Just one thing though. These documents don't come for free. I want to hear everything you know or suspect about the Prime Minister's whereabouts. Of course. Once I've seen the documents and I'm sure my theory is sound, every detail will be yours. Martin! Head down to the archive room and find those old files. Tell them you're there on my orders.
Right away, sir.
Those files can't leave the archive, but you can read them there. Head downstairs past the lobby into the basement. Much appreciated, Inspector.
Alright, to the archive we go. Did Chelmy and Gumshoe interact in the Layton Phoenix crossover? So the only characters to cross over were Layton, Luke, Phoenix Wright, and Maya. So just those 4 characters. From what I remember. So no Chelmy, unfortunately. No Barton. No Inspector Gumshoe. The police archive. I'm so curious, how do well, I guess everything's on computers now, right? But I mean, do people just keep all the files? Like, do they ever get thrown out? Or is literally every file kept just in case? Or for archive purposes, are these all kept? I want to see Gumshoe and Chelmy interact now. It'd be funny. I think it'd be a funny interaction. Because Chelmy is very serious and Gumshoe is very, like, I don't know, not very serious. Hello.
Hi, Barton.
It's ever so gloomy in here and musty.
Now, Luke, a true gentleman doesn't play on ladders.
I think they do both. Keep physical old files and newer ones are digital. But which ones do they choose to throw away? A hint coin. No hidden puzzle here, just a hint coin. Welcome to the archive. I've gathered all the files pertaining to the explosion.
Thank you, Barton. Your hard work has saved us considerable time.
Ew! These documents are all mildewy and covered in dust. These files are off limits to most people. You're the first to touch them in a long time.
I see.
Hand send us over and I'll help you look through them. Where should I start?
I appreciate the offer, but I should handle these myself. They are top secret after all.
Of course, I understand.
Wow, look at Layton. Look at him. Look at him in the background reading books.
There's probably a time limit on them unless they're reopened or there's new evidence. Yeah, I wonder. Because every once in a while you hear about a case that's like 30 years ago. New evidence appears or, you know, new suspect found for a case from a very long time ago. Explore the area?
Wait just a bit longer, Luke. I'll finish up here soon.
Look, it's just Luke and Matcha. Look, see, Matcha's with us. In the top corner.
So are we just walking around? Is this us two? I mean, me and Matcha?
I'd better not leave without the professor.
Maybe I should talk to Barton.
Oh, he has a puzzle for us, okay. You know, it seems like the inspector's always yelling at you. Don't you ever get tired of it?
You know, I think Gumshoe is probably more closer to Barton. Alright, he's probably like Barton. And Inspector Chelmy is probably closer to Miles Edgeworth. It's not so bad. Sure, he scolds me, but only when he has a good reason to, which is often, unfortunately. Oh! I make a lot of mistakes, so I get yelled at a lot. He's always telling me I lack insight on cases and don't, pay attention. Which is completely understandable. I just get distracted and then I make mistakes. Aw, chin up, Barton. Everyone makes mistakes. Heck, I make them all the time. I goof up pretty bad sometimes. Why, just the other day, I found myself in the most ridiculous predicament. Chelmy has an ego. Gumshoe is just like, huh? Huh? Park the car, it's only worth 15 pickerats. Oh my god, look at him. Look at Barton in the car. He looks so serious. You need to get your car into the parking spot marked by the flag in the middle of the grid below. Okay? As you can see, you can only enter the spot from one side. Okay. When you encounter an X, you must turn left or right. When you encounter an O, you must continue going straight. Also, your car is a bit of a clunker and can't go in reverse. Draw a line from your car to the parking spot. So determined, yeah, he's determined to get to that one parking spot. You must turn left or right. Okay, let's take a look. No, actually, I guess we can do this, right? Alright. So, left or right? So if we go left, then we have to go straight. Now we need to take a left or right, so right. So that's straight, left or right. Well, we can't turn right because that goes straight and we can't go that way. Right, this would be a dead end, so left. Can I cross over? I guess I can. Okay, so left, 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 straight, left or right. I don't think we can go that way. Okay. So straight, left, right, straight, right. I guess we can't go that way either. It's only 15, so you probably don't need to overthink it much. Where we start here? So right, left, and go straight. Guess we can't go that way. Straight. Ooh. Left, left. Left, straight, then right. I assume no responsibility from the outcome. Let's try this. I didn't double check, but let's try it.
How about this? I knew it!
I knew it! Look, 1,000 pickerats. Nice driving. You have to circle all the way around the parking lot to get to that space. Kind of annoying that you can't just pull in straight, huh? Look at poor Barton's getting yelled at by Chelmy. Did he hit the car? I think he parked poorly. He hit the car. Wonderful work, Luke. I bet you never give the professor any cause to yell at you. Well, he's not really the yelling type. Just like me, for real, for real. But it's true that I never let a puzzle go unsolved. I've got his reputation to protect. Oh dear, I never considered the possibility that my goof-ups would harm the inspector's reputation. Don't worry, Barton. What's most important is to try your best. If only I can convince the inspector to see things that way. Luke, come here. I think I found what we came here for. What is it, Professor? Oh my god, look at him standing there. That file yielded some very valuable information, Luke. What exactly did you find out, Professor? Let's say I'm very confident the Prime Minister's still alive. However, the only way to save him is to travel to the other London, where he's being held. You think he might be trapped in the future? Perhaps. Let's bring this discussion to the inspector. Did Barton leave? I guess Barton left. I find a nice cup of tea helps focus the mind. Delicious, delicious tea. Time to go back to the future. Alright. We get the thinking music now. Well, Layton, did your investigation bear any fruit? It did indeed. To start, allow me a few questions. Inspector, were you involved in the investigation into the explosion at the Institute 10 years ago? Yes, I was there. Ages ago, it was. I remember I had just been promoted to assistant inspector. I see. And do you remember the names of the scientists thought to have caused the explosion? Let me think. Oh, it's coming back to me now. One man's name was Allen, Dimitri Allen. Weren't there two scientists implicated? Do you remember the second scientist's name? It was quite a long time ago, you know. I see you're having some difficulty remembering. Huh. Well then, what about the victims? Do you remember much about them? The explosion caused substantial damage to the area and destroyed a neighboring apartment complex. Bro, that's so bad. It destroyed an apartment complex nearby? How many victims were there? One of the lab assistants perished in the explosion, as did several tenants in the building next door. Strangely enough, though, I think both of the scientists involved in the experiment survived. That was very informative, Inspector. Good, because I got a few questions of my own now.
They oopsed. Sorry.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. How do you think this old case relates to my current one? This is just a theory. A game theory. But I think the Prime Minister is being held somewhere beyond the influence of Scotland Yard. Do you mean to say he's being held captive in another country? You may find what I'm about to tell you hard to believe. But I think Bill Hawks is being held captive in the future. If this is your idea of a joke, I'm not laughing. I can understand your skepticism. Thank you for all your help today, Inspector. Should I learn anything else about the Prime Minister's whereabouts, you will be among the first to know. Come, Luke, let's be off. Now wait right there! We had a deal! Surely you've got more for me than that far-fetched theory. A game theory. You were gonna say that too. Inspector, I've told you as much as I know at the moment. Now please excuse us.
Look at Layton. He's got that smug smile, you know? He's got that I'm better than you smile.
Return to the clock shop.
Does Chelmy have anything else to say to us?
The future, you say? Are you talking in riddles? Now that we got what we come for. No, now that we've got what we came for, let's go back to the clock shop. Hog's waiting for us. Okay, Professor. Kiku English, I know. Thank you for the stretch. Thank you for the posture check, no shrimping allowed in chat. Thank you for the hydrate. We haven't been looking too much, right, for puzzles? Hidden puzzles? I suppose we have to head back to future London now, huh? What's the matter, Luke? Are you scared of traveling through time again? Yes. I mean, no, as long as I don't have to do it alone. Of course not, so I'll be right here with you. First on the agenda is heading to Chinatown to meet future Professor Layton, right? That's right, and if my guess is correct, we'll find the Prime Minister there as well. Do you think we'll run into trouble along the way? Considering the warm welcome we received from the family at the casino, I'd say anything's possible. Luke, there's no telling what kind of dangers await us in the future. Maybe it would be best for you to remain here in our time. Sounds like foreshadowing. Luke's gonna be all alone, perhaps? What kind of an apprentice would I be if I left you to face danger all alone? Of course I'm going too! Save your progress, this is a perfect spot to end. Next time on Professor Layton and the Unwound Future, we'll start Chapter 6, Traveling Companions? And yes, I guess it's time to end. We're at a good stopping point. Can we look at our book again? Did we get anything else? I don't think we got anything else. I noticed that a white thing had been left behind on the counter. I mean, his clothes are white. I noticed that a traveler had been left behind on the counter. Oh no, the woman must have forgotten about this. Sag, don't worry, there'll be stream probably Monday. I'll be hanging out with my friend tomorrow. A little while later, a coffee arrived. The first customer of the day. The rain is terrible. I'll have a man, please. A really hot one. The customer said. Well, we'll leave that there. Thank you everybody for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So, no stream tomorrow. I'll be hanging out with my friend. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be watching the FNAF movie at home. Watching it, we're gonna stream it. Because I hear movie theater experiences have been terrible. But, I will give you a non-spoiler review later of the FNAF movie. Storybook 2 is peak. It's my favorite. Thanks so much for streaming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it as always. Yeah. Next stream will probably be Monday. I'll make my schedule and post it either Sunday or Monday. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for watching, Kika. Appreciate it as always. And, yeah, enjoy the weekend. The rest of the weekend. Remember, everybody, it's almost spooky time. Spooky time. October is coming to an end, so enjoy the end of October. Enjoy the movie tomorrow. Hope you enjoy. Thank you. Good night. Have a good night, everybody. Good night or good rest of your day. We'll catch y'all another time. Take care. Enjoy the movie. Have a fabulous Sunday. You too. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.